In this three-part video series, we'll explore how participatory budgeting in families can help parents teach financial literacy to their children through three common family activities: planning a vacation, making charitable donations, and making some home improvements. You can do all of these activities for free in the First Root platform for participatory budgeting. Register for your account at www.firstroot.co. This video will focus on making charitable donations. Let's start with financial literacy. Financial literacy is simply the ability to manage financial resources effectively for a lifetime of financial well-being. It's a great goal, isn't it? A lifetime of financial well-being? Man, that sounds appealing. The problem is that teaching financial literacy can be really hard for parents because while children observe our behavior, they may not yet understand the financial concepts and personal values that drive this behavior. For example, your children may not know why you spend money a certain way or why you're saving for the future. We need to share these things with our children so that they can understand all aspects of financial literacy. At its heart, financial literacy is a life skill based on three components: financial knowledge, which consists of an understanding of important financial concepts, such as interest rates and taxes or credit and credit reports and loans; financial skills, which are the things we need to do to participate in an increasingly complex financial system. Some examples include researching the total cost of a product or a service, comparing and making investments, balancing a checkbook, or determining how much money we'll actually make in the jobs we take. The third component is financial dispositions and values, such as how we feel about taking a risk or whether or not we want our investments to align to our personal beliefs. These beliefs, such as caring for the environment or helping those who are less fortunate, influence all aspects of our financial decision-making and represent an important opportunity for parents to convey more than money to their children. That sounds like a lot of information to cover, but don't worry. Teaching financial literacy to children is easy when you involve them in concrete activities like making charitable donations through participatory budgeting. So what is this thing called participatory budgeting? At its heart, participatory budgeting in a family is a process in which the entire family meets and decides together how to spend a shared budget. To make sure everyone is included and to give parents opportunities to teach important aspects of financial literacy, the participatory budgeting process proceeds in 5 stages. The first stage is planning. This is the stage in which parents or guardians explain the process, determine the budget, outline any ground rules for the program, and determine who is involved. For example, it is unlikely that you'll include a baby in participatory budgeting, but you may want to include grandparents or other extended members of the family. The second stage is ideation. This is where family members get to create ideas that are relevant to the topic. For example, in planning a family vacation, you might want to think about the activities that you want to do while on vacation or the places you want to visit. In planning charitable donations, you might want to think about the specific charities that you'd like to support. And in thinking about a home improvement, you might want to explore what ideas you have to make your home better. Phase is refinement, where you take the initial proposals and you refine them. For example, you determine the actual total cost and whether your budget can afford it. You also start to understand whether or not the ideas can be completed in a time frame that is acceptable. The next phase is voting, where the family meets together and actually explores the proposals that are deemed best for the family and votes on which proposals they want to move forward with. The last stage is also the stage that's the most fun. It's implementation. It's where you get to take a vacation, you get to make charitable donations, and you get to improve your home. You get to see the results of all this shared work. Now that we've covered financial literacy and participatory budgeting, let's explore how participatory budgeting to plan charitable donations can give parents an opportunity to teach important financial concepts. Here are some important financial concepts that the entire family can explore when making charitable donations through participatory budgeting. The first is establishing the donation budget. Some families will use a percentage of their income, such as 10%. This may be motivated by religious beliefs, such as tithing. Some donations are tax deductible, and this gives you as a parent the opportunity to explain when a donation is tax deductible and if the family should focus its donations on tax deductions or on other ways to improve the quality of life of others. It's also important to consider the breadth or the depth of the donations. And what I mean by this is, should it be better to give $100 to one charity or $10 to 10 different charities? You want to consider which would have the greater impact and why. Another important concept to explore is the time horizon of the charitable donation. Do you want to establish a long-term relationship and target the same charity year after year, or perhaps this is just a one-time donation, such as a response to a natural disaster in which people need immediate help? You want to use your charities to align your donations with your personal values. Do you like pets? Do you care about the environment? Do you want to see greater nutrition or health? These are all opportunities to make sure that your children understand your values and start to build in them their understanding of their own values. When you make a charitable donation, you want to understand how that charity measures the impact and what they're going to do with the money. You might want to explore with your children how much overhead the charity expends on managing its operations versus how much are going to the cause of the organization itself. The last thing to explore is, can you contribute something beyond money? Even though we're talking in this video series about financial concepts, charities need more than just money. Many times they need assistance, and you can provide that assistance as part of your charitable donation. We hope you have enjoyed learning how you can use participatory budgeting to teach financial literacy while making charitable donations. Remember to register for your free account at www.firstroot.co and watch our other videos on how you can use participatory budgeting to plan family vacations and home improvements.